Nice.
We got video?
Yeah. He said he had record.
Video on. Timer on.
Sean on. Yeah, I don't know about. Well, it's Tuesday, February 17th, 2026. Dudes like us, thank you, Mr. Chuck, for staying on top of stuff. Check it out. We have Facebook. We have Instagram. We have TikTok. TikTok.
Did my last one post?
Was it your dick pic?
It was.
I didn't see that one.
8 million views.
Oh.
Okay, keep posting.
And the YouTube.
And YouTube, and did you say today Apple Video Podcasts or something? You said something about Apple is getting into the game.
I've not read that, but Apple is going to do video podcasts.
Yeah.
I don't know what rules or criteria that
We're going to break all of them.
Yes.
And crash the ceiling. God bless. I'm in for it, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we have to read up on it. I don't think it's live yet.
Check us out on everything as far as listening to the podcast. And we're on YouTube, too. Hey, man. We're kind of a big deal.
Yes, sir.
Just ask us.
In our own minds.
Oh, yeah.
Dudes like us, I'm Sean.
I'm Paul.
And I'm Jeff.
And I have my readers.
I know. Yes. I got my glasses on finally.
Are you liking your new glasses?
Yes and no.
The progressives?
I like the readers a lot. The progressive ones, I'm not really. The answer is no.
Yeah,
I'm not adapting. Look, it's not because it's the progressive. Actually, it may be, but it's. I don't like having to turn my head or raise it up and down to be able to get that sweet spot.
Correct.
And frankly, I think.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
exactly.
it's more up and down, but it's just like I find myself really having to look, to look down. It's just like, come on, man. And when I'm driving the car and I look at the controls, the
Right.
radio or something, and I'm
you're
like
swerving all over the place.
yeah, I'm just like, oh god,
come on, you idiot!
Shut up, fuck you, lady.
I have progressive lenses. I can't help it.
And I'm drunk.
I'm a new student driver.
Oh, but I have a sticker, so it's okay.
Yeah, you're good.
So I'm thinking, Dr. McDaniel. He kind of said, "Hey, man, just bring them back, and we'll fix them whatever you want." He said, "I'm going to go back down there," because he says evidently the lenses really aren't that much. I mean, the frames basically cost whatever it is. I'll get it figured out.
What's he going to fix? There's nothing to fix.
Well, you make a distance, right?
Yeah, he's going to adjust that a little bit. And basically what I told him is just like, look, I can see better.
Mm-hmm.
Period. I could see better. I was like, but it could be like fine tuned.
Yeah.
There are certain things that could be fine tuned. And he says, well, let's fine tune them and we'll figure it out. So
I opted for the trifocals instead of the progressive. Even though I did try the progressives, and I was like you, I could never seem to find it.
Wow.
But with the lines, I have no issue at all.
Pass.
Like, it's very ninja-like.
Unless my eyes get like super bad when I'm older, and I don't want to change glasses, I'm not getting those.
Okay. Way to dig in.
Yeah.
Way to fight back.
Fuck it. Well, I got them when
Fuck it, man.
I think they may have been trifocals but they were progressives. But they had 3 zones, I think. One for distance, one for close. I can't remember. I think I said this, but I was wearing them when I drive it, but they want you to turn your entire head.
Right.
Like this, so you're not looking out the sides, because if you look out the sides of the glass, it gets blurry.
Right.
And I don't drive like that. I use my eyes to scan back and forth. I'm not turning my head like this. And I was like, no, screw this. And it was giving me a headache. I was like, I'm done. I took it back.
It's sad. We're old now. Talking about glasses and
Hemorrhoids.
I don't remember talking about hemorrhoids.
Sean does.
Hemorrhoids.
yeah, hey man, every now and then I go on. I had a launch operation fix a hemorrhoid last night.
Do you lance it?
No, I stick a torpedo up there. A little, what do they call that? A little
Suppository.
Yeah, a little suppository action.
It's like a little bullet.
Yeah, I was a little nervous too, because I remember at one point I thought they had some expiration date on them, and I didn't care. I'd open it up. I was like, hey, it's still solid. And I was like, in you go, buddy. And just
Just
went
sucked
up
it
there.
right in.
Oh my God.
Welcome to the Dudes Like Us podcast.
Look, I get it. It's gross. And you know what? The first 3 or 4 times I did it, it's gross. This time I did it, still gross. But you know what?
It works.
It does work. I did it right before I went to bed. I woke up like a spring chicken this morning and said, hey.
All the swelling was down.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're not like...
Did it burst? And
I mean, they weren't bad. They were getting to a point where, it gets a little agitated.
I've never had it. I don't know. I've never had a hemorrhoid. Hopefully, I never do. But
No, well, sitting down
Look at you.
for extended periods kind of, I guess, give that to you.
that's another reason why I'm glad I'm not in corporate. I'm not sitting at my desk 10 hours a day.
And some people are like, you can't take 30-minute shits anymore because you're going to get hemorrhoids. I'm like, shut up.
My mom was telling me that when I was 8.
Come on.
You take 30-minute shits?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I probably do, actually. Dude, I have a system.
What?
I mean, dude, I have to play I have a certain amount of games to play. I have to beat Sudoku within a certain time frame. So it's not a matter if I can beat it, it's how fast I can beat it. And if I don't beat it within that time span, I got to do it again.
Wow.
I hold myself accountable.
So you have shit OCD.
I guess that's exactly
I mean, if I sit on the toilet long enough or too long, my skin starts to stick to it.
Well, another shit comes along.
Well, it's not like
I got to shit again.
It's not like Lethal.
I might as well just stay here.
It's not like Lethal Weapon 1 when Mel Gibson was stuck on the toilet and Danny Glover had to go up there and rescue him. It wasn't like that, you know? You remember that?
I do, but I also
Did he
remember.
get super glued to the seat or something?
Yeah, he sat there for so long, he kind of.
By the way, that's a real thing. So I remember this abusive relationship where this guy he wouldn't let his girlfriend or something out of the bathroom, and so she was on the toilet, and she was there for days, weeks, months. I don't know.
And her skin
Wow.
went
Yes.
around the toilet.
Yes,
Yeah.
100% true.
That also happens with people who can't move around the sofa.
Right.
Their skin will absorb the fibers of the sofa, and they'll
Become one with
Little
it.
mesh with one.
yes, it will.
No way.
Good Lord.
Yes.
So we become part of our environment.
If you're there long enough, yeah, your skin grows around it.
It's kind
You
of
know, that's.
It's sad.
It is sad, you know. But, so yeah, I don't plan on doing that, but it is kind of a
don't think
it
you
is kind of a
plan on it.
routine.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, in my house with as much activity that's going on, I need a little peace and quiet, and frankly, that's the area to do it.
That's kind of how I see it. Because when, actually, I think I still out of habit, still locked the door because I remember Steven. It was inevitable. I'd be down there doing my business. The door comes wide open.
oh my God, Dad, lock the door.
No, he'd be like 7. You know how Steven was. Let's go play. Come on.
Well, while you're on the toilet.
Yes. Like daily.
Are you in the middle of wiping?
Oh,
And what I do is I turn around so my ass is at the door. So when he opens
Son,
it,
you want to help me wipe? We can get out there faster.
fold, don't bunch.
Good Lord. Speaking of opening the door, should I say this?
Uh-oh.
Don't open up locked doors.
I wouldn't.
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna talk lightly about it.
You're going to
okay.
say it's a friend that did it?
So I'll tell you what. Let's put it this way. Let's hypothetically say
Right.
that you have a child, and that child is of age. Let's say 22. I don't know. I just made that up. And they're in the room, and they have their significant other in there, and it's late at night, and you've been drinking, and you want to say goodnight, and you're kind of like, oh, I really want to check on you, just make sure you're okay, and the door's locked.
And you put your ear to the door and you hear,
No.
Oh.
But what would you take your fingernail and unlock the door,
No.
or would you just wait for the next day?
I'd wait for the next day.
I think that goes without saying. I wouldn't.
I'm thinking.
I wouldn't Jimmy open the door.
I'm thinking
no.
someone in this room didn't wait.
Well, it wasn't me. I mean,
No.
let's clearly say it wasn't me, and I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
You know, but it has happened. I know a friend that it's that
Walked
you
in
know,
on their kids.
Yeah, and I don't know the extent of what that friend saw, but it was enough to where anyways, I probably
I don't think you can use the word walked in on your kids.
When it's locked.
It's more like breaking an entry into your kids.
Yes.
it's an invasion of privacy.
Yeah. It's got to be a different. There's got to be a different phrase for that.
Yeah, especially when they reach a certain age.
It's
They're
it's
an
one of the
adult.
10 Commandments.
They're an adult. They're in there doing
It's a commandment 11. Didn't you read that one?
whatever.
Hear me! Oh, hear me! All pay heed! The Lord Jehovah, has given unto you these 10 commandments!
Yes.
It didn't make the tablet, but it's on there somewhere.
I tell you what, if it were me that were breaking an entry on, I would be pissed. I'd be pissed.
Mm.
And I guess, even if it's not your house technically,
Yeah, well, let's just move on
Yeah.
because
No.
someone will hear this eventually, and they'll be like, "Zabba zabba dooba."
Oh.
Man.
Anyways, how you guys been this week?
It's been a while. I had Monday off. Do you guys have Monday off?
President's Day? Surprisingly, no. But my office manager was like, "Hey, man, on a Teams meeting earlier the week. Hey, man, we've got President's Day off," and we're like, "Oh, hell yeah!" I didn't see it on the calendar, but you know what? Good enough for me. You said we're off. We're off. And I had been planning on it. I was kind of like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, which is basically nothing. I was going to basically clean up. I was probably going to come over here and work on some framing and just have some fun and get some stuff done. Then it was like, yeah, sorry.
Oh, he pulled it back?
Yeah,
How do you do
gotta
that?
work anyways.
He'd be like, I have plans.
Was he joking?
No, he wasn't joking. He's
an idiot.
He just misspoke. Well, let's not say
What
that.
if you said, I'm sorry, when you told us that I made plans, I'm going to be out of town? Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure you'd probably just tell me to take a day off.
Probably.
Yeah. I think once you spill that, you kind of have to follow through on it.
Well, I mean, whatever. I mean, accidents happen. Shit, man, I make accidents all the time. You know, I say things. I try my best to hold them up, but what for a circumstance like that, I don't know, man. What do? You can't just say, hey, man, just because I said you're off. You know, was corporate going to come in there and be like, yeah, we got to back up what he said? No, they're going to be like, dude, get your ass to work.
True.
You know? Yeah, it was a little disappointing, but it didn't really like consume me or anything.
Yeah.
So what else, Paul? You went to the doctor today? Did you get your
I did my
your prostate tickled?
I did not. Yeah.
I just had that done
Oh,
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Nice. How was it?
it's pleasant.
No, it was good. You
Wow.
know, yeah, you had
She
the
got in there good, and
had the butt poke, and
she find that G spot.
Wow.
she wasn't in there playing.
Wow.
Well, she has to rummage
You're
around
like,
a little
you're
bit.
like, I know you said you checked it, but can you? I mean, I really concerned.
It takes like
Can
a
you
second
check
and a
it
half.
again and again?
I don't know about your experience, maybe longer than that, but mine's about a second and a half
Did
in
she
there
use her thumb?
doing that. No, she's got very petite fingers. That's why I like to see her.
Interesting.
Instead of a big male sausage finger blowing
Yeah.
the O-ring.
That's tough, man. That's tough. I'm on the fence. You know, Dr. Guy Culpepper. He's a large man, and he's kind of like I haven't seen him lately. Actually, just because
Well, I'll recommend mine. So, and you can.
is she also up at the
she's
bent tree?
She's a bent tree. Very nice lady.
I don't have the big finger phobia that you guys do. I cannot believe you actually go to female.
Well, it's not a. Well, you'd rather have a male finger up your ass instead of a female finger up your ass.
It's really not about that. It's
100% about that.
no. It's,
I don't
it's
want
about
any
having,
fingers in my butt.
Okay.
If I'm going to have one,
Granted.
if I'm going to have one,
my
I
God.
want it to be a female small finger.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
but there's more to your urologist than the size.
I don't
of their
see a
finger.
urologist.
Is that a urologist?
Oh, see,
I general surgeon. Really.
Okay, well, I get mine. I don't do them.
So your yearly physical, you don't.
No,
have that
and
done.
I don't because she knows that I go to a urologist. That does that.
Do you have
your
urology
urologist does
problems,
that?
or
Not every time, but yes.
have you had issues with urology in the past?
With
he has chronic
urology? No,
Why do you see him specifically?
But he has chronic urethritis.
no. I had to do several penile reductions,
That explains it.
and and they just can't seem to keep it down. I mean, it just
It just keeps
bigger
growing
and
back?
big- Yes, it grows back, and they
It's
said
like
it's part of elephantitis.
It's like a hydra.
Yeah. Okay. They cut it off and it just grows back.
Multiple-
Okay, now that was
multiple
gross.
heads.
That was gross. No, I take testosterone.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
But got the blood test back. Everything's good. The glucose, the liver, the kidneys, whatever they do, the cholesterol is really good. So I'm good to go.
Excellent. Look at you.
My hemoglobin.
Yeah, you're like super healthy right now. You're
Yeah.
eating healthy. You're working out. You're slimming down.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You're making us look fatter and fatter.
That's
No,
the
well, I
goal.
think we are. I think I'm getting just fatter and fatter.
I know I am too. I'm at my all-time high, I think, in weight. Ever since this fucking knee surgery. I played on Monday, and that was kind of like a train wreck.
Would you get halfway through and we're like, fuck.
I pulled out of my third game, yes. Because I did this amazing spin move off my right knee, and I was like, ow, 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 ow. And I was like, I'm done. Somebody else come in. So I did
At least you know when to call it. A lot of people don't know when to call
I
it.
wasn't going to push it. It was,
Jeez.
and it swelled up pretty good yesterday. So I don't know.
Yeah, so I have to get a colonoscopy this year as well, so I'm looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, that's
At least you're asleep. I mean, the hardest part about a colonoscopy is the anticipation. One, two is the fasting, which I don't have a problem with that. But you gotta fast for 24 hours.
Oh yeah, that's not a problem. It's the cleansing of the colon that's problematic.
I just like my colon cleansing. Hercules.
I will tell you that now that they have the pills.
Oh yeah,
and not the liquid. It's a game changer. I mean, you're still going to have the shits and squirts and do that like
so
all
the
night
pills,
long.
The pills aren't as acidic on your bunghole.
No, not at all.
I don't know if it's.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe it's that, but really, it's the drinking of the liquid that is just painful, just gross. And
I drank liquid. It didn't bother me.
yeah,
The pills are
so much easier.
pills are pretty big, and you have to drink 8 cups of water
Yeah, a lot
each
of water.
time. So it's a lot of water. So you're kind of getting
Bloated.
a little bloated and nauseous because you're drinking it in a certain time frame. So it's
I just found it way easier. It didn't seem as violent.
I don't want to talk too much about it, but I kind of want to bring up the Epstein files that they were released because you guys kind of pointedly said they didn't find anything.
well, specifically to Trump. I think they
Oh,
wanted
no, I wasn't referring to Trump. I'm just saying in general, they found tons of stuff. So I'm kind of like, what does that mean? But you were just referring to Trump?
Well, yeah, Trump. I think.
Oh,
I
okay.
There
think
haven't been any massive, scandalous. There have been some people that have had to quit their jobs, though. There was like a British lawmaker that had to quit his job or resign.
the prime minister.
Yeah.
The I don't know if he quit. The prime minister is got rolled up into it somehow.
Yeah.
But
There's
there-
been a handful of people throughout the world
There's
that have
pretty
been.
condemning video that's out there. And there's talk about how they were eating kids or referring to kids as jerky.
What?
And,
I didn't
Dude,
hear anything
I
about
didn't hear
this.
that.
well, that's what I'm bringing this up is, these are all things that, some of these things that Alex Jones were bringing up. And you're like, dude, that is so far-fetched. But I got to tell you.
we would have heard if there was. I mean, honestly, if there was like cannibalism going on of kids, we would have heard.
Well,
about
I
it.
mean, again, I don't know. I kind of heard this secondhand. In fact, it wasn't even. This wasn't even a meme. The guys I game with kind of brought that up, and I was like, really? And I haven't had time to do the research on it. But you can Google Epstein files, and it takes you to the Department of Justice website, and there's a myriad of things to look up. I think they had 30 million. Downloads, not 30 million downloads, but 30 million files that you can.
Well, maybe
browse
that's
to.
part of it. Maybe people haven't gotten through it all. I mean, it's a massive amount of information, right?
Alex Jones also he talks. I mean, he says some bizarre shit,
Yes.
But and one of the things he was talking about was, where they're putting chemicals in the water that will turn frogs into females, and I was like, dude, you are ridiculous. That is not happening. Well, it turns out he was right.
Well, there are some
Yeah.
animals. There's some animals that actually do that. Some
It's true, but there's a chemical that they're putting in the water that was called
tetrazine or
it's atrazine.
atrazine or something.
It's atrazine, and they also do it's part of like a castration process too. When male humans take on that, they're
Oh,
oh, your little alarm going off.
It's time to stretch.
Oh, stretch that body out, big
I
boy.
can't do that right now, though.
So shit, lost my train of thought. So the atrazine is getting into the water. Like they were testing water around the United States, and they're finding atrazine in the water. Now, if a human drinks this stuff, it's resulting in a byproduct of your children that will have less testosterone and an epidemic of micropenises. And I'm not joking. That is what they said. I'm not making that up. Now, the story may be false.
You're saying
but
this chemical is making it into the
water,
tap
drinking water.
supply.
Yes.
tap water. Yeah.
well, I've
correct.
also heard that
So you've heard that as well?
not that specific drug, but I've heard that birth control that the ladies flush or whatever is in our. So there's a lot of estrogen in our water supply as well.
People flush every possible drug you can imagine down the toilet.
You're not supposed
they're
to do
telling
Like
them,
cocaine.
Don't do that. Like,
Right.
stop because
Yeah,
it's getting
stop.
into
You
the
gotta
drinking
harvest
supply.
that.
Yeah. But I just don't. I mean, honestly, don't drink tap water. I don't. I drink reverse
But what-
osmosis water.
Yeah,
period.
but that's great. But what kind of message is that? And, and it's pretty fucked up considering, Yeah, this goes back to even more deep, and I'll just pound it a little bit. You know, are the chemicals we currently put in the water, the fluoride. I mean, I thought RFK was going to do away with that. Why aren't we doing away with that? You know, it's just like it doesn't do anything to be healthy for us. Zero.
Big fluoride.
I thought he came out saying that he was going to do that. Did he say he was going to do that?
What company supplies that fluoride?
Well, that's just it. You know, they're campaigning and they're giving pushback.
Well, yeah,
and
because I'm sure
it.
that's millions and millions and millions of dollars to put into
gazillions of dollars.
The entire fluoride across the country.
And the thing about the fluoride that they're putting in there is that the specific product there is it's like a byproduct of another product. So it's like, you know, they're not even doing anything to get it. It's the waste of something else that they're putting it in us. It's bizarre. I agree with you. I think that we should all have a better way of getting our water. It'd be nice to be able to process something that doesn't have all the microplastics in there. Yeah, we're going to consume it. It's in everything. I get it. But we could have a fresh source of water to drink. You know,
yeah.
And
Reverse osmosis is your friend.
It is, but you also
drink.
there's a lot of water waste with that.
Well, I
is.
think that a lot of people would say we do have fresh water compared to some of these other countries. Like you hear over in Africa, they don't have clean water.
Absolutely true.
But they also don't have the money that's being paid into the water facilities or utilities.
Well, there's true, but there's a lot of companies and charities who are trying to change that to get fresh water to all these places.
Yeah,
so,
they have. I mean, they have no options other than the crappy, dirty water they have.
Correct.
Right? The dangerous water with
correct.
Well, they've got
viruses
these
and shit in it.
They've got these like I want to call them dehumidifiers. I don't really know what the hell they are, but they basically do the same thing a dehumidifier is. They have these large machines and they run and they will pull the water out of the atmosphere.
Correct.
You ever seen one of these guys?
Yeah, they usually have them in some sort of invention shows, right? Didn't we see a couple where they had a kind of like a generator size? And
well, you got one upstairs in your attic in your air conditioner,
right?
It's crazy. That's true. They have that. People run air conditioners. I don't understand why aren't we harvesting that water? It goes right into a drain. That thing should be running out the side of your house into a 55-gallon drum, and you should be watering your lawns with that or harvesting it for drinking. There's nothing wrong with it. It's pure.
Right.
You know, it's captured right out of the just run it. I mean, why aren't we doing that?
That's a good question. I don't know.
And it's because I'm conspiracy theoried out. You know, I think it's just all because they want us to pay more money.
I
don't know
that's free money, right? That's free water essentially if you're collecting it that way. Just like we had a rain barrel downstairs, so we collected all the roof water. I mean, we didn't drink it; we used it to water our plants.
You say this in past tense.
I removed it.
Why?
It was old and it was getting cracked and needed to be replaced. I just haven't replaced it.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I was wondering if you ran into some sort of issue or something.
No issue. What is weird
old.
though is it. It's standing water, so it gets mildew, and there's no bugs because it has a cover, and
nice.
So they can't get to it.
No mosquitoes.
But there's microbes and stuff that ultimately build up in there.
But algae and moss and all kinds of shit's building up, and you can look in there, and the sides are all black.
It's a whole
and slimy.
ecosystem.
Oh yeah, and you get.
He opened up the lid one day, and this thing was hanging out.
Feed me. Okay.
No, when I dumped it and looked at it,
Jeff.
it was kind of nasty.
We've been listening to your podcast.
So it was just used for plants, right? So it was fine. But you get
and lady used to drink it.
The sandy shit, the gravel off the roof would come down with it as well.
Granules.
Yeah, so you'd have some of that in there.
Hearing that reminded me of I bought when Dylan was little, so it was a long time ago. He's 27 now. Sorry, I had one of those fish bowls.
Damn.
A fish bowl, I know. A fish bowl with a really simple circulator. And I bought a goldfish for him.
Oh.
And, so we had it in the front room. And one day, I go to it, and the goldfish is gone. Like, not in the bowl.
Did it get sucked up?
Well, I didn't know. So I looked around. I was like, maybe he just said, "I've had enough. I can't live this way." And so I was searching around.
Jumped out of it.
Yeah, and I was searching around on the carpet. I was looking all over the place. I couldn't find it
that
anywhere.
does happen with some fish.
Yeah. So anyway, I gave up, and so I just turned the whole thing off. Right? It's got a little light and it circulates, and I turned it off, and I just kind of walked away and forgot about it. Maybe I don't know. A week later,
This aroma.
We're all like, ow.
What is that smell?
God, where are the mosquitoes coming from? They're just biting me, and we're like, we've got a mosquito outbreak somewhere. And I was
What
like,
the hell was that? Was that a goldfish or a carp?
Could not understand what was going on. And I walk over to the fish bowl, and as I was walking up to it, as I'm walking up to it, it's like there's this black layer across. I was like, oh, God, there's some sort of like fungus or something. It was all mosquitoes.
Oh no!
They were breeding, and it was a full. And then yes, and I got close to it, and then, and I was like, oh my God. And it became like an emergency situation. I was like, hustled with it outside, and oh my God, it was a nightmare.
You're like,
get some gasoline to pour it on it.
Zika virus.
And then when I did that, I jostled it, and out came the goldfish from underneath the pump.
Is it alive?
Very dead.
Oh.
It had gotten sucked up there.
Hey, little buddy.
Yeah.
Oh
Anyway,
gosh, yeah, we never had a fish bowl like that.
it was cool, and I thought he would love it. I thought he was like, "Oh my God, my pet goldfish." He didn't give a shit at all.
Yeah, Brandon wanted the fish tank for the longest time, and I was like, I didn't want to take care of it.
Their work.
Ultimately,
That's what I mean.
yeah,
I didn't want to take care of it.
It falls under the responsibility of the dad mostly, and I've got that experience. We had a 30-gallon in our house.
I was going to say, I remember you have it. You had a big one, right?
We had one for a long time, and we jumped around for different types of fish, and they were all small. We had a bunch of exotic ones. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then one time, I don't know why, but we got these Oscars, and the Oscars were larger fish.
Yes.
And
they all fight and eat each other and shit.
I mean, they don't fight. Well, I mean, I didn't see that, but they do eat other fish. I mean, like we were feeding them goldfish one time, which was a story I'm about to get into because we went on vacation and we didn't feed them for a week, and we came back and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's gone," and we're really fucking hungry.
Well, there's some fish missing. That's weird. And a couple of these are really fat.
They have bites out of each other.
But
Yes, it's awful.
But we repurposed the fish tank at one point because we had smaller fish. But I guess I think it was Emily, and we cleaned out the fish tank, and there's a little filter that goes on the bottom of the suction thing.
Right.
It prevents fish from going in there. But she was kind of like, bro, that's not a big deal because the Oscar fish could not fit in there. All right. So we come back from vacation, and I feel guilty. So I go to the fish store, and I come back with like a dozen or so goldfish, little tiny babies, and I dump them in there. And the Oscar fish are like, oh, this is fucking great. And they're having and all of a sudden, all the fish are gone. I was like, what in the hell? That was, you guys are gluttonous. It's a fucking buffet. You went to town. And I kind of walked off. And, it was kind of a similar, I didn't see any mosquitoes like you, but all of a sudden we get this stench. And I'm like, what the hell? Well, they got sucked up into the intake and they gathered inside the little mulching area where,
So they got chopped up and everything?
they were just on the top floating. It was like a bunch of them. It was just a nasty, and it just stunk, and it got worse and worse. And I was kind of like, who's going to, and the whole time I'm like, well, the kids aren't going to fucking clean this. I have to clean this.
Yep.
And by the way,
they couldn't care less. They don't feed it. They don't feed the fish.
No.
They don't, oh yeah.
They were your fish.
So I ended up,
the kids.
I actually, I took care of those things. In fact, we did this several times with several fish. I mean, we grew those fish. They got so big because we had a big fish tank, and we ended up taking them to the aquariums, and they graciously took them back. They were like, holy shit, I've never seen this one this big. And they would take them.
Release them into Lake Louisville, and now there's a total outbreak of
or the pond over there next to the houses.
Right. Yeah. And there's an out of control invasive
Now you see like this stuff, like an Oscar fin going through the water.
It's a deep seated long lost what is it, piranha fish that secretly
it's Loch Frisco.
Now the surprisingly the aquariums took them back. They even took the Oscars back, because they were large and they were healthy because we took care of them.
How if you did everything right, and it's really easy to not do it all right, and then the fish die, right? Because the water pH is not right, or you overfed them, or there's a million things that can go wrong. But if you did it absolutely perfectly, like a total pro, how long do they? And I know different species are probably different, but what's the average lifespan of an aquarium fish?
It depends on the species.
Yeah.
So you have some goldfish that will last for years.
Yeah.
I mean, they have those
years.
Japanese or Chinese
koi?
or dirty
Japanese
or whatever
koi.
they call. I don't know who actually has them. Yeah, the koi. And you can have like a courtyard in your backyard or something, and you can have them in there.
25 to 35 years, a koi fish.
Oh, wow. And look at the Oscar, 10 to 20 years.
What about a goldfish? Is that like a couple weeks?
No, goldfish surprisingly. Actually, I don't know.
I had a buddy who had
20 to 30 years of goldfish?
10 to 15 typically. 20 to 30 years under optimal conditions. That just goes to show we suck as aquarium people.
Yeah, I had a buddy who had saltwater. He had, I think it was like a 300 or 400 gallon
Dude,
saltwater tank.
That's serious shit right there.
Took up the whole fucking wall.
Right. And it has coral and
Oh, he had coral. He had the anemones. He had the exotic fish. And the fish are not cheap.
Anemone.
Anemones. And
It's from Finding Nemo.
it was nice. He had little shrimps that would clean and everything. So
He's just a boy.
sea people.
Isn't there another way? He's just a boy.
It's a great show.
I love Finding Nemo. That was one of Austin's favorites.
I
It
love
was
that
good.
show.
It was good.
It's good. Very good. 3 of them? How many were there? Finding Nemo. Finding him again.
Found Nemo.
Found Nemo. Lost him again. Nemo.
I think there's only 2, isn't there?
There's Dory. You know, she had a story by herself. There's Finding Nemo, the Finding Nemo 2. Then there was one with just Dory.
Well, Dory was Ellen.
there was a Finding Nemo too, right?
yeah.
Dory was Sean's favorite, Ellen DeGeneres. She was actually pretty good in that.
She was great, actually.
Show.
Yeah, and you know what? And I don't feel bad what happened to Ellen DeGeneres because that's all on her. She's a bitch.
Yeah,
but
she did
she
to
was.
herself.
What do you mean? What happened to her? Something bad happened?
Well, she had her show canceled because it kind of got out that she was just a raging.
Oh, she got
Tyrant.
wokified.
No, she was a raging tyrant.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
She
She got canceled.
She was
pretty
an
much.
asshole.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I see her. Is that her name up there? Ellen
No.
Jen?
No, that's
No.
Ellen Goo. Or
Ellen Goo.
Jew. Probably Goo.
Oh, who is this?
What?
She's-
Oh, is this the Californian
Yes.
not working, but playing for China?
Yes, competing for China.
Yes.
And so she's taken a lot of heat.
What are you talking about?
So in 2019, she's in America. There she is. She's an American-born freestyle skier.
Her mom was from China.
Oh, okay.
Her mom
And
was from
she
China.
decided to compete, even though she's born and
Oh, she's
raised
pretty.
and knows nothing about, well, I shouldn't say she doesn't know anything about. Anyway, she's 100% American, right? Anyway, she started competing in 2019 for China, and she's taken a ton of heat for it, right? Well, and then I read an article today that she has made $23 million on Chinese advertisements and endorsements and sponsorships, and she's no dummy.
No.
She's no dummy. I mean, come on. $23 million? Now they're saying, yeah, okay, over 20 million, exactly.
Red Bull, Porsche, Louis Vuitton, and Tiffany and Company.
Yeah, and a ton, and that's probably not even counting like what she's, in China. She's currently a student at Stanford University. You know what? I don't have an issue with anybody is allowed to compete in any country as long as they have legitimate ties.
Her mom
Right.
is from China.
There you go.
And you hear the fact that it's China is problematic.
Yes.
But there's been several athletes. I think one of the pole vaulters who went to LSU and he kept hitting the records. I think his mom was from Sweden or something like that.
Yeah.
So he competed for one of those countries, not for the U.S.
I mean, one thing. I remember when you watch the Summer Olympics and they have like all these, track stars, right?
Right.
And this goes for swimming too. And they're like, oh, and they're competing for who knows, Nigeria. And they go, and he goes to the University of Florida. And this person's competing for Cambodia, and he goes to the
Right.
University of Stanford.
I don't know.
Every single one of the athletes trains
I have
in
a
the
problem
United
with that.
States.
I have a problem with that.
Right. Well, I mean, they're not American. Well, I don't know. Some of them are American citizens.
I mean, I just do. I have a problem with that. I think if you're going to live here in the United States, you're going to celebrate being a citizen in the United States, you need to represent.
I get it.
I get
that's
it.
the way I
I
feel
understand
about it.
that as well.
I understand that attitude.
But
as well.
at the same time, we've got like the hockey, the NHL, the National Hockey League, which envelops Canada and Russia, and actually I don't know if there's one in Russia, but you know what I mean. They during the is there a Russian team? No,
No.
they're just a bunch of Russian players. That's what it is.
In the NHL.
Yeah,
Hold on. Are you talking about Olympics, or are you talking about?
both. So they also have an all-star game or something like that. There was one game that we were.
They have the Four Nations.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that's the only one I'm kind of like I don't really care about because that's actually really fun. You get a bunch of talented guys and they work together.
NBA is getting there as well because you're starting to get more and more
Oh, there's a
Europeans.
ton of Europeans in the NBA.
So
now.
they're good. The Europeans are good. So
And I think it'd be kind of helpful for the community to have some of those events going on, because the NBA, personally, I don't like watching anymore because it's too jaded with politics and just ugliness, and so I'm out. But regarding the Olympics, no, I prefer, if you're going to live here and you're a United States citizen, I say you represent. You know, if you want to go represent China, go move back. You know, go live over there.
I would say that if you're like a dual citizen, then I wouldn't have an issue with you competing for either country. But if you're an American citizen and you're not a citizen of any other country, even if you have ties to that country, I think you should compete for America.
Well, yeah, respectfully, I disagree with that as well. I think that if you have dual citizenship and you live in the United States, represent the United States.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to live there, then represent there. People that have dual citizenship is because usually you have two parents that from different countries. I get it.
Yeah, but then how do you deal with the people that are not citizens, but they live here? They come, they go to school here, they train here.
It's not a perfect rule.
Oh yeah, well, I mean,
it's not a perfect rule, and there's a bunch of scenarios that won't fit in the box. But for me personally, my opinion is, hey man, look, you live here, you represent. If you're a citizen, you represent. That's where I'm at.
Right, I hear you.
And that's all right, and I'm not mad that she's making tons of money, because people make tons of money. Hell, Charlie Sheen made millions of dollars off of commercials that were not even in the United States. I didn't even do that. Watched part of the Netflix Charlie Sheen episode 1. Boring as fuck.
it was. I watched the first one. I couldn't pick up the second one. I was
I didn't watch it. And frankly, it made me
a
little
documentary or something.
Yeah, it was about his
documentary.
life, and frankly, it made me a little bitter. I'm kind of like, you got people in the world that are busting their ass to make ends meet, and and you got some punk kid.
Then you have him who basically slacked his entire life,
Oh yeah,
getting millions and millions and millions.
yes,
Well, I mean, he did something to get his acting
he didn't.
He had
do
his
it.
dad.
gigs. Oh, really? His dad?
His dad is Martin Sheen.
And so he did nothing, right? He just
Well,
was,
I mean,
that was
look,
totally.
I think to get your foot in the door from having a parent, it's fine, but it's just what he took from it. I watched the first one. I don't think I'm going to watch the other two. It was just distasteful. Good for him, but he beat the system. But fuck him. He's a piece of shit. He's HIV positive. It's because he's a piece of shit. He's a womanizer.
I think he knows he is.
He's a drug user.
I don't think he cares.
The people that have worked with him in the past don't really respect him. It's just a piece of shit. Yeah, there are some things that he was funny. The 2.5 Men, I watched that. I was
going to say he had some success.
He was good in Platoon.
Yeah. He had some success with whatever he was in.
And Ferris Bueller was like I think that was one of his first movies, his big break. But outside of that, dude, look, I don't care. And I'm happy he's clean. But you know what? And even Sean Penn. Sean Penn was on the movie for a short while, he was doing some interviews. I'm like, what's up with that loser? I mean, how did he get all his money? Because he's sitting there smoking a cigarette. You could tell he's freaking. He still does drugs.
He was Jeff Spicoli. I have no idea what else he's been in. He was
Sean Penn.
Sean Penn.
Yeah, he was Jeff Spicoli, and
Sean Penn gets
Fast
a lot of
Times at
his money
Ridgemont
from
High.
directing.
All I need are some tasty waves, cool buzz, and I'm fine.
did he direct a lot of movies?
Yeah, he's directed. They're a bunch of B movies, but he's directed
okay.
a bunch. Hell, he's directed one last year. It was just
Well, he dated Madonna, didn't he?
He was married to her, I think.
yeah, Madonna Marana.
Doesn't that matter? Doesn't count.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Is
Dude.
he a famous son of somebody?
Sean Penn?
No, Sean Penn was the jackass that flew over to Iraq to visit Saddam Hussein to tell him what a piece of shit American is and that he's sorry.
Yeah, I get it. That's the whole,
America doesn't speak for me.
That's
Dude,
the
you know
whole
what?
Jane Fonda
He
thing.
should have been shot when he came back into the fucking United States as a traitor.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I'm taking
get
it a little aggressive. I don't think he should have been shot, but he should have been shamed.
Right.
I disagree. But anyways, back to the Olympics.
It does make you. Well, hold on. Let me ask you a question. It does make you wonder how many people, and if that could be singers, that can be actors, that their parents or their father, mother got them into the industry, right? How many other people would be just as successful if they had that connection? I mean, tons and tons and tons.
I think
right?
that industry, it's specific. 99% of the time, it's probably who you know.
It's nepotistic.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
gotta be. I mean, it's probably pretty rare that you didn't know anybody and you did an audition and they were just like, "Wow, you're talented."
Well, I think in that first part of the Charlie Sheen, there was one movie where he said that he was just during the filming he was just high and drunk and
Right.
shit like that
Right.
through the entire thing.
Right. I mean,
He was good at Major League as well.
I just think it's sad because, but that's the way that industry works, right? I mean, and you have all these people going out to California trying to, their dream, following their dream.
And that's okay. I mean, look, I think it's great. And there's some people that go out there, they're successful, they make it. They're the guys from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You've got, whoever they are, but I don't remember all their names. But the show was fantastic, and they struggled. They were waiters, and, I get it. And I'm not throwing stones at them. I'm just throwing stones at the pieces of shit.
Yeah, I get it.
That just took advantage of the system, and they didn't give back. And am I being selfish because I want them to give back? No, they took their money. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It just whatever. I love Danny DeVito, man. He's stand up. He's a lib, but I don't give a shit. Actually, you know what? In not fantasy. In It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, he was giving Hillary Clinton some shit, man. It was kind of funny.
Did you see Hillary Clinton going not against, but kind of arguing with that European leader?
Yes.
Oh, regarding her liking or not liking Trump.
Yeah.
Was that the one with talking about Trump, or was it talking about the illegal immigration? I think he was talking about.
So,
the illegal
Well, it might have
immigration.
been more.
I mean,
yeah.
I will give kudos to Hillary, and it doesn't happen much. But and even Trump said the same thing. He was like, well, even because Trump was talking about AOC and Gavin Newsom, and we'll talk about AOC, the last name being Cortez, but AOC and Gavin Newsom, and he was like, those guys are imbeciles. At least Hillary Clinton's not a complete idiot, and so he gave her props. But I mean, Hillary Clinton, she came back and says, "Look, man, we took it too far. I mean, we've got an immigration issue. We never handled it very well. They weren't vetted. I mean, she rattled off a few things, and the border should be controlled. But she was like, we don't need. There's got to be a better way to do it more humanely. And I'm thinking, okay, that's fine. Doesn't need to be humanely. I mean, I think that they
But
do need
what does that even mean? I mean, you either make the decision to go find these people that are committing crime.
There's no context on the humanely part, right, on what exactly are they doing. So when these ICE folks are getting these people to get out of the country, the ones that you're hearing stories about are the ones that are the violent criminals, the bad guys.
Correct.
Those are the guys that we're getting out. And frankly, you don't need to be humanely when you're going after. Like, you're not going to be humane. If I go around and I start shooting up a bunch of places, are they going to be humane when they come and get me?
Well, there's a better way to do how it was handled in Minnesota, and I blame the governor and mayor up there because they directed the police force not to help ICE.
Yeah.
So the way it's supposed to work is when the police capture these folks, ICE goes into the jail and pulls them out there.
Yeah, it's called a detainer, right?
Yeah, they don't have to go into somebody's house and go down the street looking for these people and hunt them down. They're in the jail, and they're just like that. Like it works in almost every other state,
right? Yeah.
Except these sanctuary cities.
Well,
that's the way it's supposed to work, and I think that's the humane way to do it. Stop telling your police not to work with the ICE. Let them go in there, take the bad guys out, and send them back.
But compounded with that, there are paid agitators.
Correct.
That's the end of the day. There was a podcast that I saw a portion of, and these guys were on there talking about how they get paid. Oh, I was in this city and I was getting paid $35 an hour, and I got to wear this I'm gonna say decimeter, but I don't. It measures your volume level.
The louder you got, the more you get.
Well, they monitor it to see because yes, essentially, if you're going to be an agitator, then you're going to get paid more, and if you're going to get paid more, then you need to prove it. And these guys were getting up to $100 an hour. Especially up in Minneapolis when it's cold. They said, well, fucking 10 degrees outside.
Right.
It's just like, dude,
So
I need to get paid.
Literally wearing a device that records the decibels.
Yeah.
To prove that they're yelling and screaming.
That is just gross.
The whole
That's just
system
gross.
is gross. I mean, but why? I mean,
That's gross.
The fact that those people are being funded, I don't. we're falling into the cycle of every time we see something that's bad, we recognize it, we call it out, but nothing ever happens. Nothing ever happens. You know, a year ago and a couple weeks, there were the Zionists coming out of the bowels of New York City. The grating came off and outpoured these Zionists. Do you remember them? Remember
I kind of remember that video, yeah.
Yeah, whatever happened to them? You go down into the tunnels, and they've got these makeshift mattresses with baby strollers and high chairs.
I think it was a passage underneath the ground between two buildings is what it was, right?
It was, but it was more than that. There was nefarious things going on down there,
Yeah,
and they knew it.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, and they just wanted. But the thing is that no one addresses it. And the question is why? Why aren't we addressing it? You know, and it's bump. There you go. That's our producers pulling that up.
Under a synagogue right in the heart of Brooklyn. Hard to believe, right? Let's dig deeper into the story.
All right, there must be something that that wasn't a story, right?
Well, that's also
I don't know if they buried it, but like it just.
It's also if we lived in New York, we may know more about it.
Yeah.
New York would have been the one taking care of that.
But they immediately filled it with concrete. But what they're saying is that there was nefarious things going on down. I'm not talking they were like sacrificing people, but there was sex going on because these guys believe that you can have sex with a minor because you can disrupt their hymen, and it's okay because the hymen can grow back, and it's in the literature. And they're like, yeah, well, that's true. It's in there. It's not something we really do, but it is in the literature, and that's what's going on. So, is it argumentative? Am I telling the truth? I don't know. That's what they're saying.
Who is they?
The news. And this isn't a meme. This is the news.
I don't know. Outside of that video that we watched, I don't know anything more about it.
So, if I remember correctly, the story about that is it was a school. Like, I mean, they were, kids being like young men being trained. Right. And they found a little corridor, a little secret tunnel where they could peep. They were being like peeping Toms on somebody else. And then when the elders found that that their students were doing this, that's when the whole thing like blew up, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's part of it. That's part of it.
There was nothing nefarious other than these the young students were.
No, there was stuff going on down
somebody.
There was way more than that.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
I don't know.
but that was all that was put on regular TV. But there's more to it, and we never ever see it. You know,
it says conspiracy theories, fact check, claims involving child trafficking or illicit activity were found to be baseless. Viral images of the stained mattress seen in videos were debunked by fact checkers. I don't know who these fact checkers are.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it either way. I don't believe, even though it says it up there, we all have seen where Google has lied, and so I believe it.
I think you.
Period.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Well, it's not really the spirit of thing, but the point of that whole thing is that it was a conversation, and it just gets pushed to the side, and we're not going to talk about it anymore. The Ukraine and all the money that it went out to Ukraine. We're not going to talk about it anymore. Hell, 9/11. Donald Rumsfeld comes out the day before 9/11, probably 2 days, and he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we just misplaced a shitload of money. I don't remember what it was, but it's billions of dollars. We don't know what happened to it. It's been misappropriated." And then all of a sudden, 9/11 happened. Was that coincidence? I don't know. Is it all based on APEC? Is it all based on, that the fact that who was it that owned the 9/11? Was it the Potomac? God bless it. There's the Port Authorities, I think. They owned the 9/11, the Twin Towers. They owned them. And then like weeks before it happened, weeks before the planes hit, it was sold. And some new guy bought it. And, they had reports on the building that it was not infested, but it had a bunch of asbestos in it, and it was going to cost billions of dollars to renovate, to get all that asbestos out. So then it falls down into the middle of New York City. I don't know, man. It's just
I'm not buying into that.
I don't buy into any of that.
But that's 100% true.
Well,
everything I just said.
I don't buy into that. He hired some terrorists to take down his
Oh.
buildings and
Oh,
kill
yeah,
4,000 people.
Oh, with planes. Oh yeah, I don't know.
I don't
know that
think
either.
I don't buy
I
it.
think those were just terrorists who came over to do some nefarious things, and they succeeded.
Yeah,
Because that was not the first time those towers were targeted.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, you're right.
So,
But I mean, it's all true though. I
well,
mean,
that may be true, but I don't think that's a reason for why that happened. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you'd be amazed. Like when after a major event happens, you'd be amazed at how many things that you find that are irregular that could feed into that. You know what I mean? In other words, right now there's buildings in New York City or in Chicago or in LA or in any downtown area in the entire country that has similar situations going on. That if a plane hit that building, they suddenly would say that stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
yeah, we may never know because
we won't. We absolutely won't know.
Yeah, because it's either way we won't know because history is always rewritten. We never, they're always going to believe what they want to believe.
Right.
Hold on, that's not what I meant to say. What I meant to say is that the ether out there, and I use that word a lot because I don't know what that is, but there's some divine plan out there, and they've got all their ducks in a row, and as George Carlin says, they're all part of the big party, and you're not part of it, or however he says it. You guys remember when he said that, George Carlin, the comedian?
Yeah.
It's a big club and you ain't.
Yeah,
in it.
it's a big club and you ain't in it.
Right.
So, anyways, I don't want to harp on that. That was, there's a bunch of stuff going on that we never hear about. I mean, shit, we're not hearing about Minneapolis right now. All we hear about is this poor woman that got kidnapped, and this guy that evidently frequents Walmart, and that's where he bought all his backpacks and gloves and vests and back.
Well, they have his DNA now, right?
No, well, they said it. Well, they have DNA of that glove, or of a glove similar to what he was wearing. But
Okay, so the report came back that the DNA did not show up on CODIS, which is the central
FBI,
database of the FBI based on the lab report. But yeah, so they don't know. who
See,
the
that's why
person
you
is.
don't donate DNA. So you can hijack
so you
people.
can go kidnap
Right.
Savannah
Yes.
Guthrie's mom.
So I mean, so at this point, we really know nothing. They know nothing.
they're still at ground
No.
zero, as far as we know.
You know what frustrates me is whenever I sit there and I watch the five, they'll have 10, 15 minutes of them going, we really don't know anything, but here, we're going to talk about it for 15 minutes.
Right.
I'm just like, fuck,
Because
really?
that's what people want to hear about. They want
I
to
do
know.
not want to hear about that.
Well, I'm just saying, most people are like, "Oh my god, this is a skin." But now it's been 3 weeks. Nobody gives a shit anymore. She's.
No.
I hate to say it, but it's not going to end well. This is not going to end
And
well.
it's not that I don't care.
and they may not ever find these people.
It's
so.
not that I don't care. You could talk about it 2-3 minutes. Don't talk about it for 15.
Yeah, breaking news, and then there's no new news.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right.
come on.
Oh, I
stop.
just talked to the sheriff. That's the breaking news.
Right.
He had nothing new to report.
Yeah.
I
And
saw
there's
one
like-
where they were talking. It was like, yeah, there is typically a car parked here, but that car is no longer there.
Oh shit! You're kidding.
It was a police car. They're like, yeah, there's usually a police car that sits
Oh,
here,
my God.
but the police car is now no
And
longer there.
and that they're grasping at anything, and they have nothing.
I mean, they have to at a certain point, but there's also a little drama between the FBI and the local authorities there. Where
Oh
they're-
yeah, because the pressure's ramping up.
Well,
They're like,
even
why have you not
before
figured
that.
out anything? It's funny. We watch all these shows where they're like, they have
dun dun.
this camera, that camera, that camera, that camera, that camera, and they have all this amazing technology, and they can't do shit for this. And they're throwing everything at it.
Because that's Hollywood.
I know, exactly. It just goes to
It's
show.
not real.
That just goes to show that none of that shit
And
is
now they've
real.
got this low flying helicopter with this Bluetooth scanner, hoping to get her pacemaker to ping on or to be detected on this little tracer or
Like
whatever
a
the
little
hell it's
drone type of thing.
Well, from what I gather, it was an actual helicopter. A drone probably would have been smarter, but
They're probably just getting a bunch of microwaves and 7-Elevens pinging off of it, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, kind of like when you had
I
a
don't
radar
know.
detector. You had a radar detector, and every time you went by a business that had the zip doors, it would set it
I would
off.
set it off. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that.
all right, Chuck. What say you on your friend that never showed up?
Oh, Joseph, yeah. So he had a he was in town for work and he was going to show up, and then he has a job lead that he wanted to go investigate. So
Nice.
he politely backed out and said, I need to work on my cover letter and my resume and
Did you tell him it was an $80 cancellation fee?
Well,
Paul jacked that up, by the way.
Well, yeah,
He
that's the
might-
going rate.
he might be able to expense that at his new job. By the way, I had to pay these guys because I
Yeah,
ghosted him on the Shadow Joseph.
Well, did he
by the
Did he get the job offer at LeBear?
Liberia.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Well, that's a nice lead then.
That little Pandora's Men's Club.
How many of these places have you frequented?
I just googled it.
Oh, right.
Going back to the fact that they don't have that technology, doesn't it make you a little concerned that you know we're always thinking that we're being protected by the NSA and the CIA, and they're making sure that we're they're gonna stop any terrorist attack before it ever starts.
No, I do think the
Doesn't
NSA.
it make you a little nervous that shit, if they can't find this
Well, I
high
do think the
profile
NSA
case?
does monitor a lot of the communications. I do believe that.
Yeah, interesting.
Especially when you use certain words.
Yeah, well, you know,
Right. You can't say the word bomb on a plane.
Really? I just dropped
great.
a
Now
bomb
somebody's
in
going to
that
be
toilet.
listening to this on a plane, and we're going to be in trouble.
And I said it all in one
Exactly.
sentence.
Yeah.
Damn
No.
it.
You know, back to what Sean was talking about. It's a big club, and you're not in it. Also, they're not here to protect anybody. You're on your own. You need your own ways of protecting yourself. Let's just be honest. They have certain capabilities of disaster. You know,
You're talking
rescue
about the
and that sort of stuff. The whole government. In
I mean,
general.
Yeah, in general.
They're not here to protect.
I mean,
Yeah,
imagine what living up in the state of Washington when you have the summer of love, when you're in Chaz or whatever the fuck that thing is going on, and your business is being destroyed by these looters, and there's no one there to help you. Local police isn't helping.
Nope.
And Trump is they're not letting him in. Come on.
There was a sanitary sewer that exploded in Maryland, and the sewage is flowing down into Virginia now, down the Potomac, and they can't do a damn thing to stop it.
Why?
And why?
And apparently they found this on a camera.
Yeah.
They found what? The poop?
No, they discovered that there was a massive leak that was like 240 million tons of sewage.
More sewage than oil that came out of the Deepwater Horizon.
Holy shit! You're kidding.
Sewage from is this like
Raw.
like a residential
Like poop.
Yeah.
Well, I get it, but
it's
I mean,
a collector main. Yeah.
I mean, okay, that's important because is it concentrated or is this like straight out of the poop chute? You know, because there's a difference. If it's concentrated,
It's collecting going
So-
to the treatment plant.
So it was apparently 3 or 4 towns around the airport of JFK, the JFK airport. That was all going through a sewage pipe, I guess, on the way to the treatment plant, and it burst, and it's all been, I don't know how long it's been flowing, but
What they
couple weeks.
smell this? When
couple
they go,
weeks. Couple weeks? Are you kidding?
when they smell this?
72-inch concrete sewer pipe.
Wow,
Between 240 million and 300 million
That's
gallons of raw.
that's a
wastewater.
lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of amazing if you think about it. It's a lot. We're so raw. I mean, raw could be me taking a shower.
Yeah.
and
I mean, it's great. I mean,
It's not all shit. It's not,
Yeah. It's
not all
It's not
shit.
6 feet of shit coming out of a tube.
yeah, 'cause
That
that'd be
happened January 19th?
yeah.
Oh, no.
But
Are
think
you
about
kidding me?
think about you take the diarrhea, the puke, what they flush down the toilet,
Everything.
You would think
Condoms.
that
condoms.
on January 20th, the
There should be an
the
alarm.
recipients at the end of the tunnel would be like, "Hey, hey, Bob, we've got like an 80% decrease in poop here. What's going on? Come on, you know?"
Totally.
They have stations that measure it along the way because but yeah,
I guess everybody's on a diet.
Well, that's
So-
that's government. They're just probably just sitting there picking their asshole.
Or they kept it quiet because they're like, "Oh my God, we don't have any way to actually contain this. So what do you want to do?" And then they talk about it for weeks, going, "Oh, I don't know what we're going to do."
This is a
This is huge.
a catastrophe. I mean, the insurance companies are going to go ballistic on this. There is some mitigation company out there that is going to be wealthy.
I mean, I know Trump,
Generation wealthy.
like Trump went off, and he, of course, is blaming the Democrat governor of, I'm assuming Maryland.
I don't think it's fair to do that. I mean,
But you know Trump. That's the way he works. He's gonna capitalize on
it's
any
not just Trump; it's all of them. But
political dogging that you can do.
Well, I do think that there needs to be some responsibility on somebody did not do their job.
Yeah. Who knew what and when?
Yeah, I mean, if you knew it that day and it went on for this long, you're
That's
just
true.
like,
That's true. If they knew it,
somebody had to. I mean, there had to have been meters that'd be like ding, ding, ding,
again,
ding, ding.
that's the point. Is like someone's got to be on the other end going, yeah, something's not right. So we got to go check this out. I mean, that just makes sense.
And someone would see this. I would think 6 feet of shit flying out into the river, or is it underneath where they couldn't see it? Maybe.
Imagine the dude. I'm imagining this guy that wears like this big rubber outfit, right? And he's standing there at the end of this pipe that goes into
I
the
thought
water
you in your
treatment.
bedroom.
No. He's standing in the water treatment, and he just like every day he just kind of stuff that kind of falls out. He's pushing it back in, and then suddenly nothing's coming through the pipe anymore. He's just kind of standing there, and
It's like he puts his
in
finger
his
on
rubber,
the hole.
in his rubber outfit. He's like, "Whoa, that's cool. No one's pooping today."
Right.
I mean, seriously, he would immediately.
So is this pipe
He would
above water?
immediately tell his boss.
Is this pipe above or below water?
I don't know.
Because you would think
got to be below.
because there's ships and boats going up and down.
It's designed to flow. So there needs to be, I don't know what the degree, Chuck probably would know more than I'm thinking 4 degrees, 10 degrees, 4 degrees, right?
Here we go.
What?
Of flow on the pipe?
On the far right, see the picture right there?
Yeah. Is that a?
The
Is that a
DC
picture
water
of what-
anticipation.
That's it. Okay, so it is. See what I mean? That's why you didn't hear anything about it. It's going to take 10 months to repair this thing. They kept it quiet.
Yeah. Well,
Non-disposable wipes cause another sewage spill in the Potomac. Whoa!
That's not me.
Someone had to have smelled that. And if you're fishing in that and you didn't know and you're eating that fish,
Oh, yeah.
that's a problem.
Well, if you're washing your clothes,
what's the difference between like bear shit and human shit? It's still shit.
400 million gallons.
Yeah.
and all those families that were collecting, water from the Potomac, and they were brushing their teeth in it, and they were bathing in it, and oh wait, that's just Indonesia.
Yeah, no shit. Well, I don't know, man. Someone knew something and didn't do.
This is bad. This is so bad.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out what they're going to do, but I know somewhere someone is going to reap the benefits of this because this is category 3 and plus when it comes to the mitigating side of stuff.
Even if you're like a fisherman, like hey, let's go fishing. I'm gonna go get my little boat. We're going out there, and you're just like, God, this water. What the hell's going on?
That's frankly what they really need to do. They just need to dump a shitload of carp in there, and the carp will take care
And you
of
know
all that
what?
stuff.
Nature's probably going to take care of itself.
It
Algae.
is.
Yeah.
This is all for the most part organic.
Just like the BP spill. You know what happened?
Well, this is
A massive plume of natural oil-eating bacteria or whatever they were.
It may take time, but
ate it all.
I would think the majority of this is organic.
Yes.
Outside of the the shampoos, the soaps, and all that shit that
And the drugs.
Yeah, the drugs. Yeah, like we
just talked about it.
Yeah,
Everybody's flushing their like extra drugs down the.
Are they really? I mean, they do, but are they really that much though?
Oh yeah.
if everybody does,
Oh yeah.
it impacts the water. All right.
All right, let's talk about the Milam Greene. Is this the port cast?
Do you remember when you got this?
This is the one that she got for us.
Yeah, she gave this to you.
You met her personally.
I did. Hey, Marcia, what's up?
Marsha.
I miss you. I miss you. No, I saw Miss Marsha Milam out in. I think I was like in Amarillo.
It was like 6 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Let me put on my readers here. So the Milam and Greene, when facing down a great bear, don't play dead or try to outrun it. Rather, make light of the situation, keep eye contact, and pour a drink for two. Straight rye whiskey finished in port wine cask rye whiskey. So straight rye whiskey finished in port wine casks. So M&G. I'm not sure if the company has changed a little bit. Is it still Milam and Greene?
As far
It
as
is
I
still,
know,
yeah.
Yeah.
it used to be just Milam.
Right.
No, is that what it was?
Yeah, we have one of those bottles out there.
No.
When it's just Milam.
So I want to give a shout out to Marsha, and I'm going to have to send her a clip of this or something because we would love for her to come on. She said she would be interested, but frankly, the first link I sent to her that was 6 years ago, and let's be honest, we're all especially you, Jeff. You was just barnyard just
That was not me.
burping and farting.
Yeesh.
100% you.
Yeesh, no.
Thank God we didn't have cameras because you used to frolic around here in your thong. I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
Crotchless chaps.
I'd helicopter all the time.
It was
Grief.
uncomfortable.
All right, so the Milam Green Port Cask finished straight wine. It's not hitting me like I want to. Frankly, I haven't really taken a big pour. It's very sweet. It's subtle.
Yes.
It's extremely easy to drink, and I think that might be the problem.
Yeah, for a rye, I mean, it's real soft, right? And I think that's their market, right? Is something that's a little bit less heavy hitting than the ryes that we've been drinking the last few weeks.
That's
frankly,
true.
'cause
Right.
We've been on a rye roll.
We
Right.
have been.
Lately.
So, hey, quick question. I know this is sourced distillate. Are they distilling their own stuff now?
That's
Do
a
we know
good
this?
question.
MGP.
I would
think
love for
believe
Marsha
this.
to tell us that.
I believe this is. Well, it says from undisclosed in Indiana. It could be French Lick. It could be NGP. Whatever. So somewhere up there.
I got to tell you, we would talk down on the MGP stuff,
There's
but
nothing wrong with MGP.
yeah, but now I'm kind of like, I think MGP is kind of nice. Oh, look, Julie's bringing us what are those dates?
Root beer
Oh, it's
barrels.
Dad's root beer candies. I
Root
like
beer
that
barrels.
stuff. I grew up with that stuff.
Very nice.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Joey. I mean, I bet this is going to go with the rye. Hold on.
All right, this is
Little
94.
sarsaparilla.
A little sarsaparilla rye.
This is
What does it
sarsaparilla.
say there?
No, let's get back here. What is the
They
question?
do their own distilling,
It's 94
but they
Currently?
also outsource stuff, and sometimes they blend it together. So
Oh, that's right. You did buy the blend, whatever they call it, right? They blended some
provisions?
Texas.
Yeah.
they blended the Texas and the source, whether it's Kentucky or Indiana.
So 94
know.
proof, 47 APV, Texas finished spirit known for complex profile of dark fruits, baking spices, and
Yep.
caramel. It features a ruby color with notes of black currant, cherry plum, and balanced with rye, spice, oak, and creamy lingering finish. What do you guys taste? What kind of notes here?
I like this. This is it's very easy to drink. And it's got some good flavor for 94 proof, I think. It's actually got a pretty good flavor.
It does. I was taking small sips of it, and I wasn't that impressed because I was just pulling up sweetness, which is not look 100% good for just pulling up the sweetness. So that wasn't a negative thing. But when I take some of these bigger pulls, oh man, it's full bodied.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For 94 proof, there's some good stuff there. We've had some 90, 94 proof where it's like, we say it tastes like just drinking tea, right? This is not like that. There's some actual punch to it, some spiciness from the rye.
Yeah, there is. It's got a little punch on the end. It's got some sort of white pepper lingering at the end.
I think so, yeah.
I'm digging that. What do the port casks do? What do the port casks introduce to the flavor?
Port.
Like a sea, like a very ocean.
Man, the experience and insight that Jeff brings.
It says it brings.
Really, really impressive.
That was some good insight.
Yeah, listeners, you're really getting a treat here.
Deep thoughts by Jeff.
I think it brings port. Sorry,
it's not far off.
All right, there you go.
It says it brings a prominent plump dark raisin note. It's got to be a plump dark raisin.
Yeah. Well, plump. Is that not quite a raisin, but not quite a grape? It's right in the middle.
It doesn't say plum; it says plump.
Yeah, plump.
You see, what's weird is I get a skinny dark raisin, but not a plump dark raisin as a note.
The wine, right?
Plump
is grape.
Plump.
Is
Plump.
great.
Yes.
I got
Raisin
some
is grape.
I got
I
some
think they're
raisins
just trying
downstairs.
to use fancy descriptive words.
Yes.
They could have just said prominent dark raisin note, but plump makes it sound like juicy and spills all over you.
Well,
Sensuous.
Sensuous, yes.
It's a 5-year
Voluptuous dark raisin note.
M&G Milam Green. I give this. Look, I would kick this out of bed, and this would be one I would want to replace.
Yeah, I'd pick this up again.
And I think back then, 5-6 years ago, whenever Miss Marsha Milam brought this to our attention and gifted this to me, I got to tell you, I was so excited, and I never really got a response after that one. And it was kind of like, it wasn't necessarily a middle finger, but it was kind of like, yeah, I get approached all the time with these podcasts, and you guys, but you know what? Look, this is the second time we've talked about this. Marsha, let's bring it. Let's get you down here or get your distiller. We got room. We got room for 2 or 3 people. We can chat. Let's do it. Anyways, what do you guys want to rate this?
I'm probably a 6.8 on this.
That's great. That's noble. For 94 proof?
For a 94 proofer, because I'm trying to think of some other ryes we've had. This falls in there for that proof range. It's good.
Yeah, it's solid. Paul, what say you?
I'm going to go 6.3.
6.3, huh?
Yeah,
What really hit
it
your,
wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't great for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be a 6.9.
Okay.
6.9. Now the question is, again, is this something we replace?
How much is a bottle of this?
52 is what the MSRP was.
Right.
Compare this to some of the other ryes out there, like Pikesville and what's your Old Scout? Rye?
Old Scout is solid. There's this Pikesville. Those are way hotter though. This is, but in the 94 proof range.
That's true.
You know, I would be.
The Old Forester was 100 proof.
Yep.
And you guys gave it in the 5s.
The 100 proof. Yeah. Well, we've got an Old Forester. If you guys are listening, pay attention. We've got Old Forester popping up on the next podcast. Not the next one, but the next week's one, where we've got a rye and a
There
bourbon.
you go. There you go.
Super sexy.
So the question is, if we're gonna, are you asking if we would replace it for the podcast? Like
Yes.
Or would we have it in our own collection?
Well,
No.
both. Would you
So-
would you replace this?
Here's my response to help to push this thing along. So the answer is no. I would not buy this 94 proof bottle of Milam Greene. What I would do is I would like to spend a little bit more money and get the more deluxe, higher proof version of the rye, and just go balls out, because that's the way we are. We love the dudes
That's
like
true.
us stuff. That's
That's true.
us, and
Yeah.
we should get something that represents us. This is a great introduction. I'm very thankful I've got it, and I'm hoping Marsha spreads the gospel and comes on up here.
Do they have a cast strength rye?
Yeah, I think they do. It's like $83, $82.
All right, nice. Cask strength.
It's strange.
We'll have to look for it.
I'm strangely excited that I work tomorrow, but I'm so excited that I don't have to go anywhere. I can actually work from home and get shit done. It's crazy just because I've been running.
Right in the gunning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have that luxury. I have to go in every day.
So do I.
Yay.
No, it's not so much going in every day. It's my job is kind of split. 80% of it is mostly sitting at a desk doing stuff. The other 20% is investigating stuff, going out.
Yeah,
you know.
you have a nice balance where you can get to do different things, and
but that's just
you don't
it.
get burned out doing the exact
This
same
past
thing.
week, it's been the opposite. I've been out in the field for an extended period,
Right.
and I don't have time to get stuff done. And if I don't have to get stuff done, I have to stay up late and do it. It's very frustrating.
Right.
Anyways, that's the shit that dudes like us go through. Chuck, how you doing?
Yo.
Thank you, Chuck, for staying on top of shit. It's February 17th. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. You got to say YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah. I don't know. Is there anything else?
And all the podcast platforms.
All the podcast platforms. If you guys want any specific topics you want for us to weigh in on, please direct message us. We do read all of them, and we get like at least none a day.
Right.
No, we get it several. Someone wanted us to weigh in on some stuff, and we did on that. Well, dudes like us, I'm Sean.
I'm Paul.
And I'm Jeff.